Okay, good morning, good afternoon, depends I guess when you're listening to this. What we're going to do today is we're going to look at the two different types of samplers inside Logic, and then also how to make and create our own sampler instrument. So first thing we're going to need is we're going to need some samples. Now there should be a hard drive going around the music department with some sample libraries on them. If not, you can get loads offline. There's loads of free websites that give free samples away. For example, here's my first one. All that is just literally a loop that I've bounced out of Logic. So say I've put this loop in like this, I'll just press Command or the Windows key, bounce it out as an audio file there. Okay, so in order to start creating my sample instrument, I'm going to click up here with the inspector. Inspector is usually where we start. It creates this drop down menu here. I'm then going to create myself a new software instrument by pressing plus and software instrument or Command Alt and S. We've got an electric piano that pops up. Don't really want that because it's sort of no good to us really. It's not what we're doing at all. So I'm going to click here on the right hand side of the electric piano, opening that up. First of all, I'm going to do the quick sampler. So I'm going to click here, just want it in mono. For no particular reason, I've just chosen it in mono there. I'm going to drag this across. So I've got my sample, it sounds like this. Brilliant, drag that in. And then when I press Command K to open the keyboards, wherever I'll play, it will play these notes back. So it's playing very, very low. If I play it higher, play it higher. You can also do this with things. So if I want to get rid of this, I just click and then I will just press delete to get rid of that instrument. I can create another software instrument now. I could create another quick sampler, add this bass line instead. So I've got like an 808. I'm going to press this Command K there. I then have my bass line in there. The other way of looking at it is there's another sampler which is sort of a bit more, I guess a bit more fine-tuned. So you get down here, again we're clicking on the right hand side, we're going down, we're finding sampler, multi-sample, then we're going to go mono. Open up my sampler, and then it might look a little bit scarier. But the only thing you need to do is you need to go over to here to this section that says mapping. Click mapping, open that up, and it will bring up this keyboard. Okay, so at the moment it's just playing a sine wave. So all we're going to do, we're just going to add in some different elements. So first of all, I'm going to add in a kick. It says kick from my sample pack that I've just got down here. I like that kick, I like that in. I'm going to hover over a note that I want to add in on. Delete those first. Then I'm going to hover it in on that note. Let's go C1. So whenever I play C, my keyboard, it will then play that C note there. I'm going to go back, find, let's say, a snare. I like that snare, that'll do. And then I'll bring it here, I'm going to put it on that note D. Usually when you have drum kits, they're usually like, the kick is always on the C, snare is always on the D, then F sharp we usually have a hi-hat. So I'm just going to put a little hi-hat on there now, just to show you that. Again, just clicking, dragging it over, and then finding out the note I want it to go on. So if it goes too wide like that, absolutely fine, click the edges. The little tool will come out of this, click it, drag it in, click it, drag it in, so it's only going to play when I play that F sharp note. So I can play, here's my Windows keyboard, kick on the C, snare on the D. I then have my full sampled drum kit in there. Easy.